No.
Yes, I want to replace him in the morning.
Go ahead, that's good.
The first thing I've done is to get voters analysis from IEBC. From the previous election, we had 35,000 voters, but this time round it will shift to up to 40 because of the continuing voter registration. So I already have the analysis, the data, and I also identified in each and every ward how many voters and who were last time supporting who and who. Thirdly, I have identified the green zone, the red zone, and the purple zone, so that I will know when to visit where and at what time. I've also identified the team from each and every ward that are going to support me in activities. I have the evaluation, monitoring and evaluation team, and I have the security team who are going to work around with me. And also I have prepared some key people, I can say opinion leaders like pastors and also teachers who are of goodwill, that they are going to support me as they are for change. So we have sat down with some of them, and I'm also preparing to go sit down with them and see how we can move together. Because this visit is not for, I cannot work it alone unless I have this strategy that's going to help me. So that is part of what I have done.
Thank you, Petty. Although Cindy was saying she cannot get you clearly, but at least you have also talked to yourself and you know what you want and how you want to achieve what you want. You're already entering into strategic alliances. Now look for resources. I'm sure you also will be populating resources and how much you need and where you're going to get it. Thank you. Next, let's hear again the volunteer. After Petty, who is next or we choose? Silence means what? Tackle one thing. I don't know whether there's anybody who has even done her own SWOT analysis, although people don't like saying about it.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Esther.
Oh, Esther. Zenya.
Yes.
Go ahead and share, my sister.
I hope you're all able to hear me. I'm sharing. I think the rest of the candidates have done something quite different. So I hope mine will also help to steer me in the right direction. So the first column, my personal leadership development and goal objectives.
Yes.
So the objective is to emerge winner of 2027.
Where?
MCA seat for my ward.
Which ward?
It is Kware ward. It is in Embakasi South constituency.
Go ahead.
Okay, strategies and methods that I will take to achieve my goals. One, and which is very key, raise a motion, especially on matters touching on women and children. On the assembly, it could be national, it could be as a private citizen, of course. Number two would be recognition at the party level by key decision makers. This recognition is what I'm intending that will lead me to an election to the board of the political party by running for the seat at the party elections. Number four would be finding employment at any of the assembly, national, county, or senate, so that I am there and I get to know the inner workings of the assembly from that point. Number five, create networks at those levels to get endorsements and also for funds, for sourcing of funds. Number five, creating a pool of funds through savings, fundraising, family and friends, etc. Okay, let me go to indicators of achievement. Okay, sitting at key decision-making tables at my party level, getting a party ticket to run for office, endorsements, and especially through affirmative action, or Ministry of Youth. Have at least 2 million to start my campaign in my campaign kitty. Create a long-lasting brand and image.
Good.
Yeah, so I am at the obstacles. Obstacle number one is that I am little known to my party leader. Probably they have heard of me, but they really don't know me because I'm choosing ODM. I have been a member there for quite a long time, and it is what resonates with the people that I want to lead. There are many anti-women leadership people at the party level, at the ground level. They are that don't actually advocate for women leadership. Tribalism in my party. The issue of a tribalism. Okay. Right now, I have an issue with time because time is constrained. I am currently employed. And so the employer has requirements that they require me to meet in terms of man hours that I'm needed to work. So time for me right now, I feel like I will need to find ways that I will circumvent it. Lack of sufficient funds to even start the culture of saving. So I had the lady from Democratic Fund saying that you cannot be allowed to save less than 10,000. So if I was to remove 10,000 from the amount that I have now for savings, it would be a really significant amount. So I need to find a way of coming up with this money that is not employment, other sources of cash. Resources needed to maintain a team. You have to have a whole team of security, the team of communication and branding, just an office to operate from, somewhere where you'll be operating from. So that, to me, I listed it as a barrier. Yeah, I think that's
Thank you.
Thank
you. You're on the right track. Keep it on. Let's shower her with praises and blessings so that she can keep on. Let's move to Cindy Onyango. Has said she wants to volunteer. Can we have her and listen to her voice and her journey? Go ahead.
Okay.
Cindy. Is Cindy ready to share?
So yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, we hear you.
Okay, so my strategic goal right now is to emerge the winner in the 2022 general election. I am contesting for an MCA seat in Sidindi Ward, that is in Gunja constituency, Siaya County. So as it is, I've already started doing a few things. So I'll just move next to the strategies and methods that I am already taking. First, I conducted a data collection exercise to do some sort of census of the registered voters, popularity opinion poll, and a needs assessment within the ward. As I did this, I also did some research through the IEBC on how people voted the last general election, that's 2017. Good. So I was just checking basically voter turnout in each ward. And so then how I need to prepare how I will be getting into the wards, the voter turnout, how it was, and then to try and postulate how it will be. Then I used the results that I got from the study to work on a manifesto and a strategic plan for the ward. And that's now then it's in a point form. That is what I use for my meetings. Then I set up a meeting with the elders because I'm married in this place. So I set up a meeting with the elders from the clan that I am married in, and then the clan within which we live, and then opinion leaders, and then professionals within the ward. So then just to sell my manifesto, and basically just to tell them the intention that I have. I have clustered the ward into sub-locations, and I've gotten focal influential.
I'm losing you, but I think you're on the right track.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I have clustered the ward into sub-locations, and I've gotten focal influential people within these areas. Then they have formed campaign committees within the villages, and this is how we organize. for our
The opinion
meeting.
shape.
Yes. And then now things that I want to do before.
Thank you. You're on the right track. Keep on. Yes.
Yeah, so things I want to do next is just to organize some social activities, football matches within the sublocations, among the sublocations, and mentorship within the primary schools.
For now, you can stop there, Cindy. You are on the right track. Keep on, and you will share with us. Submit what you have done. We'll be able to walk with you on that journey. You're on the right track. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Next, who is a volunteer that can also share with us the
I
path?
have a question.
Make sure
Mr.
all
Baraza.
that you have told us, you present a copy to Fawe, then we'll be able to. Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, you are just speaking into what I wanted to ask.
What was I saying? Just go ahead, I don't know. I was saying, once you do what you have done, share with us a copy, send to Fawe, your draft, even if you have done only one activity, we'll pick it up from there to accompany you on that journey to finish it. Then remain with a copy. That copy will be yours so that you, as you populate, you're able to move on along that side. Thank you. Next, 1, 2, 3 people alone, and then we close that session for now. Yes.
I was asking.
Go ahead.
Do you have a time limit for that?
Hello?
Maybe you tell us.
Yes.
Like, frame.
Yeah, we can only give after this academy, we can only give up to 3 days. Now we can give you the whole weekend so that by Monday, Tuesday is our deadline that we have drafts. Otherwise, FAWE has invested in this process. We must have something that is tangible. Okay. However it is, by Tuesday, that's the latest we should be able to have submitted to FAWE the documents. Are we together? So after today, you have a weekend and Monday, so that Tuesday, you have already sent to Rachel or Joan via email your draft personal development plan. So from there, then you will be now inviting the facilitators to choose whom to work with. Is that okay? Are we communicating?
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Yes. Our deadline is Tuesday. Tuesday
Okay,
morning. Next, we want 2 people now.
Yes, that's
and then
okay.
we close the session.
Can I be next?
Go ahead.
Jacqueline here from Kilifi. So I also did a draft of my personal political leadership development. And one, I started with my goal. So my goal is to emerge the winner in the 2027 general election for the seat I'm contesting for is a senator. I want to be in the Senate, but leave alone that I am working towards 2027. In 2022, I also want to participate in supporting fellow women who are going to be vying for the next seats in Kilifi. So my plan is to first, I would like to strategize myself by supporting these women. That is through taking part in civic dialogues that will be happening in the community. And being a community leader, I know I'll be participating in mobilizing and facilitating civic education around in my area. So I'm going to use that strategy to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That is by also aligning myself now for 2027, so that I'm able to also come into contact with some of the community members who do not know me, as well as also support other women. And as I'm supporting these women, it is my wish that some of them are going to be in the next government. So that comes to my next strategies, also seeing how I can be able to get my voice into the next government that is going to take over in 2022, so that I'm prepared to now join the 2027 elections. And then my strategy would be, as I said, participating in mobilizing women votes and young people, because I'm a young person and also a community leader in where I am. So I'm in the space of civil societies, so I'm able to interact with a lot of young people and women. I'm also anticipating in my objectives to expand my scope by reaching more women and young people around my area. I'm also going to take part in civic education through facilitating and organizing community dialogues. Then some of the indicators that I've put for myself to be able to see that I'm achieving or I'm making progress is an increased number of young people who have my back. More mentees. I have a program that I run in my community known as Leadership for Impact. So one of the indicators that I'm making a move through these strategies also, I will adopt more mentees in my program. Also, I'm also anticipating to have an appointment, maybe in terms of the next government that comes in, maybe as a director, maybe of youth, or I'm looking forward even to be CEC, maybe the youngest CEC Kilifi has ever had. Some of the obstacles that I foresee or barriers that might hinder my progress would be one, discrimination maybe from the men, because I'm a young female leader. Also, I might face, I'm also anticipating to also face tribalism because of my last name, being that I'm being raised in a community of the Mijikenda and the Swahili, being that my last names are from the Kikuyu tribe. I know I might face a bit of tribalism, but this is not the first time. So I'm ready to tackle that barrier. Then the other thing would also be my peers. My peers as young people will also be used to bring me down. Maybe some of them might be lured, some of them might be talked to, being paid to stop me from vying or even from gaining some of the progress that I'm anticipating. How will I overcome or mitigate each of the obstacles? One, I am going to create more networks and join coalition. For example, I've been tapping into a lot of coalition building in the community, but this time around, through the training that I've gotten from FAWE, I think I've learned that it is also important that I start tapping into networks in terms of political spaces, because those are some of the opportunities that I've foreseen and I have not been tapping into. So one of the challenge that I have from this training is now I need to start seeing how I can be able to tap into networks within the local political parties and coalitions that we have in the coast region. The other mitigation or strategy that I can use to overcome the barriers is also I am working to influence local leaders and some of the community sources of power. As I said, like—
Sorry, we are losing you. Wind up.
Yes. Can you hear me, Mr. Baraza? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you, Jacqueline,
Yes,
but kindly wind up. Thank you.
Yes, so as I wind up,
go ahead.
For the resources, I have family support. I'm also going to look for resources
Wind up,
in
please,
terms
so
of
that we have the last.
even using some of the young people as local resources.
Just
some
to
of
assure
them who I
Jacqueline
have
is on the right track. You are on the right path. Go ahead and keep it up. Finish, populate your template. Submit a copy latest by Tuesday morning to FAWE. Thank you. Let's have the last person volunteer so that we wind up the session. Go ahead, and you are the last.
Yes.
Introduce yourself
Thank you.
and go ahead.
This is Juliana Katimwa from Kajiado County, and I've also tried to work on my template or my strategic plan to win the 2022 women's seat in Kajiado County. And so I have identified my goal as emerging a winner in the 2022 general election for the seat of a women rep Kajiado County. So I have tried to come up with the strategies of how I can be able to win that seat. And first I started by collecting data on the IBC on how many wards we have in Kajiado and the voting pattern of in Kajiado County being a cosmopolitan county. And then within the wards, after I identified how many wards are there and the voting pattern and the voters, I constituted a team of 5 people in each ward who are going to form committees within the wards. And then I developed one strategic team which is going to work as an oversight, which will be getting reports from the people who are working in the ward. And then I sat down and developed.
We are losing you. Hello.
That's when I started my campaigns. So we have already done a lot. So we are, am I clear?
Clear.
So right, we have developed, I have already developed a simple and clear manifesto, and I'm already
There's a network problem. Yes.
Yes, I'm having, okay. And then I've also tried to identify some of the obstacles which may hinder me from emerging the winner to come 2022. I'm trying to bring my family together so that I can get support directly from them. First and foremost, I've also realized that I might be having some financial constraints. So I've started lobbying. I've worked in the NGO sector for quite some time. So I'm lobbying for friends who have interest in women in political life or in political arenas. So I'm trying to lobby to capacity build my team from other well-wishers and other partners. I've also realized that poor planning might hinder my my ambitions and or my ambition to achieve whatever I wanted to achieve or to become a women rep for Kajiado County. So I've started also having a team who are doing a lot of planning. And I also talked about how to encounter the obstacles. I've developed a saving habit. I'm lobbying for support from friends and family organization, both technical and financial. I've talked about capacity building for the campaign team. That is what I have for now.
Thank you, Jacqueline from Kajiado, and there you go. Keep it up. We come to the end of the sample presentations, but from the few we have sampled out, Dr. Terry, Rachel, we are believing now we are on the right track. Let's give them up to Tuesday so that they're able to complete the assignment. Then we can assign now facilitators to accompany each of them. We'll now be doing personal sessions with Jackie, with Betty, with whoever is on has submitted. That will be something that will go. But I'm sure Dr. Terry will agree with me that these women have internalized and are ready to go. They are now engaged in personalized meetings that you intended to have. Thank you, thank you. I want to hand over back to Rachel. But before we do that, can we just put on our videos and clap for each other, especially those who have already done the presentation. And you must also have learned, Elizabeth, from what they are doing. It's our sum, as you have said. Let's put on our videos and just congratulate ourselves for what we are doing. Now we have internalized what personal development plans are. Nobody can do it. Even if you ask me now to do what Jacqueline has done, I cannot do it because I'm not in Kajiado. I cannot do what is in Kilifi. That's why you need to understand this is your personal journey. Thank you. Just create them, and then we hand over to Rachel. Thank you. Rachel, back to you.
Thank you, Barasa. You have not said we give them some flowers today. Why are you not?
Oh,
you're so mean with them
some flowers and some folk.
Where are the flowers?
Please, let me give mine. I want to give mine.
I have
there you see
the flowers. There you go. Thank you so much, Barasa. And
if wishes were horses, beggars could ride.
Absolutely.
But for me, I've given them the flower. Yeah, yes.
Absolutely, colleagues. Thank you so much. And it's exciting and it's good to see that our participants really have internalized what the team of facilitators have put a lot of work in terms of just ensuring that this academy really is a success. So we really appreciate all of you for your time, for your commitment. We cannot really, it's amazing. I know that we've been here 5 days, and also the team of facilitators, they were there the whole week last week, and we are here the whole of this week. And we just thank God for giving us this opportunity also to be able to take through our participants through a module of the manual, each and every module that we have gone through with both our facilitators, with both our invited guests, who have really, in my own opinion, they've done a lot of justice to the work that we've put in this academy. So thank you so much. We cannot thank you enough. Colleagues, it's 12:46 on my watch. We will take a 45 minutes lunch break so that we are back by 1:30. Remember, like we said in our closing of the two academies, because we've also invited participants in Academy 1 to join us for the closing, because in Academy 1, we did not have the panel session. So just to remind us that we have a very interesting and eager to learn panel session in the afternoon when we come back at 1:30. We will start at exactly 1:50. We have our board chair of Fawe, who I can see is already joining us in the room. And we have a team of women who have already been in this leadership and political positions and who will be there to share with us their story, because it is out of their story, it is out of their journeys. Then as participants and as women who want to vie in those leadership positions, then we are able to pick one or two strategies. We are able to pick one or two from their stories and make it our own stories and learn from the challenges that they had, so that those challenges can now be strongholds for us in our political journey. So we have our board chair who will be there with us. We have Honorable Hasna Mbone, Speaker of Vihiga County. We have Ann Carrier, who will give us insights on how to have that work-life harmony and what it means for us as politicians. We have Dr. Pinky from International IDEA, one of our supporters, partners, and consortium partners in this project. And we have Honorable Florence from Benin, who will also share with us. She's just been elected as a councillor. So all these stories and all these strategies will be able to really push us in our quest to be in those leadership positions. So allow us to take a break. It's 12:48. Joanne, you would put for us kindly an interlude of music. What you were putting before was very nice music, Joanne. We also appreciate you. So we will have, when we come back, of course, when we have our guests, as we had proposed, we'll have 3 of our participants who will give a vote of thanks. Not really a vote of thanks, just to give us a feel. So we had proposed to have Grace. Grace, is that all right with you? You just give us a feel of the academy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Grace. And then we will have, of course, our team of facilitators who will give us a feel of the academy. That is at 1:30 exactly. So we give it 20 minutes because our panel sessions begin at exactly 1:50. So when you come back at 1:30, we will have the 20 minutes just to have our facilitators, each one of them giving us a feel of this academy, and also one of our participants, Grace, and we are still looking for another volunteer to also speak on behalf of the participants. And then, of course, we'll have Dr. Terry, who will take us through for the guests who will be with us in the afternoon, just to take us through in 5 minutes how Academy 2 has been, what we have been able to do. And then we will go directly at exactly 1:50, we'll go into our panel, and our first panelist will be our board chair. So that is how the plan looks like. Enjoy your lunch, have a good break, and see you at exactly 1:30. Thank you so much, and
thank you, Rachel.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Thank you so much.
Bon appetit, Rachel.
Merci, merci. I've already, and just to let us know that we'll have interpretation during the sessions, because you also have our consortium partners from the other consortium countries, Senegal, DRC, and Cote d'Ivoire, who will be part of the meeting. So we'll have interpretation. And just as you go to lunch, if you look on the screen, there's an icon for interpretation. If you click on that icon, you have English and French. So if, for instance, the speaker will speak in French and you want to receive the proceeding in English, you'll be able to be guided on how to click on either English or French. So we'll also have our consortium partners in the room. Thank you, colleagues. Bon appetit, and see you at 1:30.
That is having a phone and internet can afford. Please.
Thank you, Joanne. You can give us an interlude of music as we do our lunch break. Thank you.